What's good? We are here at Kenyatta Market, and a couple of cool things that you can find at Kenyatta Market.
Yeah.
Someone to do your hair, someone to make you some really good meat, and you can get an opportunity to take a trip down memory lane, music lane.
Exactly, and I'll be speaking to Nico and Blaze about the past and the future of Kenyan music.
And I am going to be talking to the now of Kenyan music, STEPH KAPELA, such a good rapper,
Super dope,
singer.
man.
So I'm going to be catching up with him. He's at a record shop at the corner. We're going to talk music.
Awesome, and when you're done, you and I will be heading to the Ideal Wellness Bar to get our hair did and speak about all things natural hair.
Fancy, I like it.
Yeah, for sure. So you're going to get started and we'll meet up towards the end.
For sure.
Cool.
STEPH KAPELA.
What up, bro?
What up, my G?
How you doing, man?
What's good?
Chilling, chilling.
You are a hard person to find.
Really?
Yes, really. And see, this is literally one of the many things that I find interesting about you. Like a lot of the local artists that we interacted with, they're all over the place. You know, you see them in interviews, you see them on the gram here and there. The only time I see you is when you're dropping a fire track. If you've got a gig here or you've got a TV interview, do you do that deliberately?
I mean, I'm a low-key guy. I think I like my alone time a little bit more than most. So like I'm always chilling or I'm just doing something behind the scenes, usually in studio.
Check out this place though.
Yeah, man. Time traveling, man. I'm telling you, like, there's such a huge collection here, man.
I tell you, man.
It's wazimu.
When it comes to LPs, like I'm pretty sure you had a couple of them, like in your parents' house growing up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if we had like a collection. My mom was a staunch Christian.
Because you know, even in your tracks, you do English, but you also throw in Sheng, Swa, in that. Is it just a natural thing for you, or do you feel like a little bit of pressure from just the general industry to kind of craft? It's a good
question. It's a good question. I think it's a little bit of both. If I'm being honest, I think it's a little bit of both. When I was in the States, I was doing like music in Swahili for a little bit, and then I discovered like the Kenyans abroad didn't really care for like
they didn't want that.
us, you know, as much. The artists who were there, like at that point we could not struggle. Like, so I decided if I'm gonna do this thing, I'm just gonna do it in English. I'm in the States after all, and I'm trying to be a global superstar. I might as well just go ahead and start doing this music in English.
Hey. Yeah. I don't get it anymore.
Like after doing that for a while, you come to discover that people are not looking for something they already have. They're looking for something new. Like they're looking for that novelty of having like an accent or having like the way you sing your songs. So it started changing there, but when I got back, that's when I was really like, okay, I need to put more Swahili in my songs. I need to put more Sheng. Because I want to relate with my people. At the end of the day, music isn't for me. Like what I'm doing is not for me, it's for the fans.
It's making it for the fans.
Yeah.
And also speaking about making it for the fans, because I remember running into this, I came across this video of you. You did this cover. Well, it wasn't really a cover version. The Burna Boy
on the low,
and then you were rapping into singing, and I was like, yo, I know the ladies dig it.
Every time I'm thinking that I got you, unanirudisha mara tatu. Unataka nini, me I want you. Unataka nini, and I got you. Give me one chance, give me one dance, baby.
What about the hardcore KAPELA fans, the dudes who are like, yo?
That's why I got exposure for.
I like that you mentioned exposure, because yo, that was a fire record right there.
You know we ain't about to leave, so we'll leave you with some bars. They be out here calling like your boy don't know how to rap, man. Yeah.
First off, don't be talking about the culture. Money talks, don't be talking about exposure. Gang guap, and I'm trying to
right there, bro. Like the response, how was it?
We didn't expect exposure to do well. We actually didn't shoot it with the intention.
The intention was not to have it become the massive jam.
No, it wasn't. And after we're done with it, we kind of like shelved it for a second. And then we just decided, okay, why don't we just do a lyric video with the footage?
Pick a side, running with the opposite of guys. You decide, I decided I'ma be me.
Didn't expect that, but that's just the music industry. The things that you think are gonna do so well, sometimes they...
What are you doing with that exposure?
I'm currently working on my album. Know for a fact it's coming out in 2020.
For sure.
So we're trying to make sure that when it does come out, it comes out with the kind of impact that we are hoping for. So right now we're just laying the groundwork. The album itself is done. As far as like recording, mixing, whatever, that's done. Now we're just laying the foundation and making sure.
It's about to be KAPELA season.
Litty year. 2020 is the year of vision, man. It's for sure.
Nice. Speaking on vision, I was checking out these turntables, and I'm curious about something. Do you subscribe to the I'm the MC, I come through, I've got my guy, the DJ doing the the mixing, no playback, we just go?
No.
No?
No, I mean, I always have a DJ. Shout out to Kill Switch if he's listening. I always have a DJ, but he's always, like, it depends on what kind of event we have.
Yeah.
If it's like a concert type gig, then we'll have like we have a band and maybe a few backing tracks here and there. You know, the thing about a live band is you can always customize the performance even on stage at that moment.
It's a couple of the places you perform. Like let's compare performing in like in Kenya to outside of it.
Right, right.
What's the difference for you in terms of feedback from the audience?
Well, for me it's a little bit different. When I was performing in the States, for a while it was hard. And you have to look at it like I was an outsider. You know, I'm the African guy, right? And
token
then you're the token African guy, and here are all these other rappers and whatever. So they kind of want to sideline you already before you even do anything. And it just kind of builds a resilience in you, so you just keep grinding it out until like they start appreciating it. Some have gone this way, that way, but like for the most part, I appreciate it, man. The fans are for real, like they're for real. If they're feeling you, they'll show you they're feeling you.
Loving that old school vibe. By the way, speaking of old school, we must give props to where we're at. Jimmy, I love this entire setup. This is a great time vault. Could you just like tell me something about, because I know LPs, I know an LP player, a record player. I know it ideally looks like all of these, but all these look so different. Is this like the oldest one?
That's the pre-vinyl.
And then you've been collecting this for all these years. What was the inspiration behind all of this?
Well, I didn't want to do what everybody was doing. I wanted something different.
You've been in the newspapers, magazines?
Well, remember, it's only here, north of Johannesburg and south of Cairo.
Yeah?
This is the only shop that exists, like.
Wow. Yeah, right?
And among us, the 80 best record shops in the world.
Wow.
Amen.
This is just a passion.
It's just a passion.
I love what you're doing.
Welcome.
More years. STEPH KAPELA, my G.
Bro.
It's been real.
Thanks.
2020. I know it's gonna be KAPELA season, so I'm looking forward to that.
Oh man, believe it. Believe it. We're taking over.
And I love that we took a great history class together.
I know.
This one right here, I'll remember for days.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go catch up with my peeps.
All right,
It was
man,
nice.
G. You take care, man.
Cheers.
Good to see you, man.